Short run Phillips curve. First, start with your labels. Make sure you have rate and the percentage in there. And the short run Phillips curve is going to be downward sloping. I tend to draw it as a curve, but you can draw it as a straight line. They will still accept credit for that. Making sure that we label that short run Phillips curve. This is showing the inverse relationship between the inflation rate and the rate of unemployment. In the long run, the unemployment rate is independent of the inflation rate, and that's showed as our long run Phillips curve, which occurs at the natural rate of unemployment. There is an intersection in this curve, which is going to represent right here for you an inflation rate that's important. Because in this long run situation, that inflation rate is going to tell us that the expected inflation is equal to the actual inflation. The second curve we're going to look at is the loanable funds market. Here, it's really important to label the vertical axis as the real interest rate. The horizontal is the quantity of all loanable funds. You'll find this to have the downward sloping demand curve that we normally have, our upward sloping supply curve, and in any graph we need to label that equilibrium, bringing over a vertical line to the axes, labeling that Q for the equilibrium quantity, and then our horizontal line here. And that's going to represent our equilibrium interest rate. That little subscript is for real. Our last graph that we need to know is our money market. Here we're going to have the nominal interest rate on our vertical axis and the quantity of money. We have a downward sloping demand curve. We do call this MD for money demand to distinguish it from the other markets. This is another interesting market. It has a vertical money supply. We'll explain that later. So our equilibrium quantity is at Q. And we have an equilibrium interest rate here as well. This time we're going to have a little subscript for N, representing our nominal interest rate. Those are the last three graphs that you'll be held responsible for this week.